Hi guys, Tom Morrison here, and do you like to sit like this with your leg crossed over one leg, and then when you go to the other side, all of a sudden it's like, ugh, and you don't like that side? It could mean that you have a slight issue with your external hip rotation. So let's show you guys how to start to work on that. Your daily habits can influence how your overall mobility is. So if you're sitting in one position for a long time, that can start to have issues. So the very first one, we're not even going to get up out of the chair. We're going to stay here, Jenny. We're going to stay here. We're going to go into a figure 4 position. From there, you're going to hold onto your foot. You're going to try and get your knee so that your leg is as horizontal to the ground as possible. From there, you can start to lean yourself forward, trying to keep your back straight as you do this. If you round your back, you'll get lower, but try and keep your back straight as you actually do this. And then you try and just bring yourself down until you feel a stretch in and around your glute. So around the side of your hip almost from there. And you can hang out there, have some relaxed breaths in that position, and chill out there, and even use your elbow to push down a little bit further. And then you just swap that to the other side. So you go into that, hang on a second, I'm swiveling. From there, you can then bring yourself forwards, lean down, and just hang out there. And the side that feels tighter to you, if you feel like the knee's wanting to raise up, you can just ease down. Make sure you're not feeling pressure in the knee as you do this. Try and keep the stretch focused in on the hip, and just gradually start to then bring it down to a lower position that you can get to. This is the very first one you can work on. So you can spend about 5 minutes working on that, just bringing yourself forwards and back, keeping the breath nice and relaxed. Then we can actually start to take it down to the floor. So if Jenny goes down to the floor for us, into the 90-90 position, from there, you can start to use a mobility drill to start to actually improve your cross-legged position. So from here, Jenny's front leg is externally rotated and the back leg is internally rotated. And if she tests both sides, if she swaps to the other side, you'll probably find the side that you don't like to cross the leg on being the knee being much higher on your 90-90. So if Jenny lifts up her knee like that, or she'll maybe struggle to sit up in that position as well. So you might find that your 90-90 looks like that. So this is going to be a great position to start to work on. So Jenny can put her hands down as well. She can move herself around and just see, can she try and get that knee down lower, lean herself forward. So this is like the exact same stretch. If I'm here like this, I'm doing the exact same thing that Jenny is right now. It's just that Jenny's on the floor. From there, if Jenny brings her foot closer to herself now, she can then roll her back leg over till she starts to go into a regressed pigeon position, and from there she can start to push into the hip even more. So this is a nice one to work on your external hip rotation, and it will also help to improve your 90-90 and your cross-legged position. So that's how you can start to use the floor and your chair to improve your hip mobility. And whatever side you do feel tighter, just spend more time on that side. So it's okay, say you do 5 minutes on one side and 10 minutes on the side is tighter. Try and get it as close to your tighter side as you can. It's totally normal to have one side slightly tighter than the other, but if you notice a big difference, that can impact your overall training. So it can make things like squats, running, deadlifts, anything like that that you enjoy to do, it can actually start to hinder as well. And with something like this especially, even if you're trying to include unilateral drills into your training, like lunges, something like that, you're going to find that it's still going to knock them things off. So even though you're doing one side at a time, still because you're limited with your hip mobility, it can have an impact on them as well. Okay guys, so after you've finished working on those stretches, make sure to sit yourself back up onto your chair and retest how your positions feel. See if you feel infinitely cooler.